Hello everyone, welcome to this video on SAP Migration Project ECC to S4HANA by ZaranTech. According to a recent study, companies that have successfully implemented SAP migration projects, that is ECC to S4HANA, have seen 20% increase in revenue and 30% improved operational efficiency. That's a significant impact that cannot be ignored. So basically, SAP Migration Project is a comprehensive approach that guides the businesses through migrating from SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA. By leveraging SAP's industry-leading solution and expertise, organizations can rethink their processes, unlock new efficiencies, and ultimately drive growth and success. Okay, let me explain to you guys with an example. Imagine your company has been using an old reliable software system for many years. This system has served you well, handling your business's operations consistently, but it's started showing its age. It's not so fast, doesn't have latest feature, and maintaining it is becoming more difficult. Now you have the opportunity to upgrade to a new advanced software system that is faster, more efficient, and packed with the latest features. Here the old system is ECC and the upgraded system is S4HANA. So the upgraded system, what we call SAP Migration Project, moving from ECC to S4HANA. This migration involves various processes such as understanding the need for the change, planning the move, preparing the move, setting up the new system, and much more, which we will cover in this video. So stay tuned and watch the video till end. Also, make sure to subscribe to our ZaranTech YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to come across more updates like this. So before any further ado, let's get started.
So guys, before we dive deeper into the video, let us look at the agenda first. So we will start with the introduction. Then we will look into some commonly utilized SAP data migration approaches. And finally, we will conclude our video with infrastructure analysis and preparation. Now moving on, let us start by introducing SAP migration projects, that is migration from ECC to S4HANA. So let us begin with why SAP ECC to S4HANA migration now. There are a strong reason to start on SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA migration journey sooner rather than later. The very first one is SAP announced that support for ECC will end by 2027. Running an unsupported system can lead to critical bottlenecks and security issues. Moreover, maintaining a legacy system strains IT resources, limiting the ability to focus on innovation and growth. The outdated application also hinders flexibility in responding to evolving industry trends, resulting in diminishing returns. On the other hand, SAP S4HANA offers seamless integration with the other applications and enables comprehensive automation of business processes. So, migrating to SAP S4HANA is essential for future-proofing your organization and staying ahead in the digital era. Now, moving on, let us look into migration paths. When considering the migration from SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA, there are three main paths to choose from. The first is brownfield migration, which involves converting your existing ECC system to S4HANA. This approach preserves your existing data, configurations, and customizations, minimizing disruptions to the business processes. The second path is greenfield implementation, where you start fresh with a new S4HANA system. This allows for a clean slate, enabling process re-engineering and adoption for best practices. And the third option is selective data transition, where you migrate only the necessary data and processes to S4HANA. This hybrid approach combines elements of both brownfield and greenfield, which allows for a more targeted and streamlined migration. Now moving on, let us look into the challenges that you can face while migrating from ECC to S4HANA. So, it's obvious that while benefiting of migrating to SAP S4HANA are significant, it's important to be aware of the challenges that may arise during the process. So, one of the common challenges is compatibility issues. Especially if you are running an old version of SAP ECC, the complexity of data migration is another hurdle, as it involves mapping, cleansing, and transforming large volume of data. So, adapting to a new technology stack of S4HANA, such as HANA database and Fury user interface, requires a learning curve. The migration process can be costly and time-consuming, demanding careful planning and resource allocation. Additionally, there may be a skill and expertise gap within your organization. So, training or the external support may be required. So let us dive into the tools for the data migration to S/4HANA. So to streamline the data migration process, SAP offers a range of tools and utilities. The SAP S/4HANA Readiness checks helps access your existing ECC systems, identifying potential compatibility issues and providing recommendations for the remediations. The SAP Transformation Navigator provides a guided approach to planning your migration, considering factors such as business priorities, system landscape, and target architecture. The SAP S/4HANA Migration Cockpit is a centralized tool for managing the entire migration process, including data extraction, transformation, and loading. For rapid data migration, SAP provides pre-configured templates and best practices. The Legacy System Migration Workbench, that is LSMW, is another useful tool for migrating data from non-SAP system or legacy SAP system to S/4HANA. Now moving on, let us explore the planning for success. So to ensure a successful migration to SAP S/4HANA, careful planning is very crucial. So start by defining a clear migration path based on your organization's specific requirements and constraints. After that, address compatibility issues and data quality challenges early in the process. Also, secure the necessary resources, including budget, personnel, and infrastructure. Leverage SAP's migration tool and best practices to streamline the process. Consider optimizing your data and processes using third-party tools and services. Also, engage stakeholders from across the organizations, including business users, IT teams, and executive sponsors. Establish a robust governance structure to manage risks, manage decisions, and drive the project forward. Remember, a well-planned migration lays the foundation for the smooth transition and successful outcomes. So guys, we are talking a lot about the migration project of SAP ECC to SAP S/4HANA. So let us look into the benefits that it offers. A successful migration to SAP S/4HANA unlocks a wide range of benefits for your organization. So by leveraging the power of intelligent enterprise, you can drive increased efficiency and productivity across your business processes. SAP S/4HANA's advanced analytics and machine learning capabilities enable faster, more informed decision making. The simplifies data model and the user experience enhances user adoptions and satisfaction. Also, the real-time processing capabilities of HANA database enable new business model and revenue streams. With SAP S/4HANA, you can streamline your IT landscape, reducing complexity and total cost of ownership. Apart from that, the enhanced security features protect your critical data and ensures compliance with the regulations. So a successful migration to S/4HANA ultimately positions your organizations for success in the digital age. Now moving on, let us explore the planning for data migration. So data migration is a critical aspect for any SAP S/4HANA migration project. To ensure a smooth and successful data migration, there are several key steps to follow. So start with a thorough analysis of your existing ECC system, understanding the current data structures, volumes, and dependencies. Perform data mapping to define how data will be transformed and loaded to S/4HANA. Identify the relevant data objects and fields that need to be migrated, considering both master data and transactional data. Cleanse and harmonize your data to ensure accuracy, consistency, and completeness. Execute the data migration using appropriate tools and methodologies. And finally, conduct a post-migration hygiene check to validate the migrated data and ensure its integrity. Each of these steps is crucial for successful data migration. So keep in mind. So guys, moving on, let us dive into the post-migration hygiene check. So after executing the data migration, it's very important to perform a thorough post-migration hygiene check. This involves validating the migrated data to ensure its accuracy and completeness. Conduct data reconciliation to compare the data in S/4HANA with the source system, identifying any discrepancies or gap. Perform user acceptance testing to verify that the migrated data support the required business processes and reporting needs. Train end users on the new S/4HANA system. ensuring they understand how to access and utilize the migrated data effectively. Monitor the system closely during the initial go-live period, addressing any issues or anomalies promptly. By conducting a comprehensive post-migration hygiene check, you can ensure a smooth transition to S/4HANA and minimize disruptions to your business operations. Here we can explore Cloud4C, an end-to-end partner in project migration. So partnering with an experienced SAP migration service provider like Cloud4C can greatly simplify and accelerate your journey to S/4HANA. Cloud4C offers end-to-end SAP data migration services, leveraging their deep expertise and best practices. They provide fully managed SAP on cloud implementations, ensuring optimal performance, scalability, and security. So Cloud4C services cover the entire migration lifecycle, from data evaluation and cleanliness to intricate data mapping and quality monitoring. They work closely with your team to understand your specific requirements and design a tailored migration approach. So with Cloud4C as your partner, you can mitigate risks, accelerate timelines, and ensure a successful migration to S/4HANA. Now moving on, let us discuss the key best practices in SAP project migration. So to maximize the success of your SAP S/4HANA migration, consider the following key best practices. Start by thoroughly accessing your existing ECC system and understanding its current state, customizations, and integrations. Plan the migration collaboratively with your team, involving stakeholders from IT, business, and executive levels. Optimize your data using SAP's migration tools and third-party solutions, ensuring data quality and consistency. Ensure compatibility between your existing system and S/4HANA, addressing any gaps or issues. Provide comprehensive training to your end users, equipping them with the knowledge and skills to effectively utilize S/4HANA. If needed, partner with SAP experts like Cloud4C to leverage their experience and the best practices. So by following these best practices, you can minimize risks, accelerate timelines, and achieve a successful migration to S/4HANA. And now finally, we can look into the infrastructure analysis and preparation for SAP project migration. So let us start with the infrastructure analysis of SAP project migration. Before embarking on SAP S/4HANA migration, it's crucial to conduct thorough analysis of your existing infrastructure. This involves accessing your current hardware, software, and network components to identify potential compatibility issues or performance bottlenecks. Evaluate the technical feasibility of the running S/4HANA on your infrastructure, considering the factors such as server sizing, storage capacity, and network bandwidth. Ensure that your infrastructure meets the minimum requirements of S/4HANA, including the use of the HANA database and the Fury user interface. Identify any necessary upgrades or enhancements to your infrastructure to support optimal performance and scalability of S/4HANA. So by conducting a comprehensive infrastructure analysis, you can proactively address any issues and ensure a smooth migration process. Now moving on, let us look into the data migration planning. So effective data migration planning is crucial for a successful SAP S/4HANA migration. Start by defining a clear data migration strategy, considering the factors such as data volume, complexity, and dependencies. Identify the relevant data objects and the fields that needed to be migrated, including master data, transactional data, and customizations. Plan for a streamline extractions, transformation, and loading (ETL) process, leveraging SAP's migration tools and the best practices. Address data quality issues upfront, cleansing and harmonizing your data to ensure accuracy and consistency. Ensure data compatibility between your source system and S/4HANA, mapping field and structures as needed. Plan for the data validations and reconciliation activities to verify the integrity of migrated data. So by thoroughly planning your data migration, you can minimize risk, reduce downtime, and ensure a smooth transition to S/4HANA. Now moving on, let us discuss the pre-production implementation of SAP project migration. So when implementing SAP S/4HANA, the brownfield approach is often preferred for organizations with a well-established SAP ECC system. This involves upgrading your existing ECC system to S/4HANA while retaining your data, configurations, and customizations. The brownfield approach minimizes disruptions to your business processes and allows for a faster implementation timeline. So by leveraging your existing investments in SAP, you can avoid the need to re-implement processes from scratch. The brownfield approach also reduces the risk of data loss or inconsistencies during migration. However, it's important to thoroughly access your current system and address any compatibility issues or performance bottlenecks before proceeding with the upgrade. With a careful planning and execution, a brownfield implementation can provide a smooth and efficient path to SAP S/4HANA. Now moving on, let us dive into the cutover planning of SAP project migration. Cutover planning is a critical aspect of any SAP S/4HANA migration project. It involves preparing for the transition from your existing system to new S/4HANA environment. Start by defining a clear cutover strategy, outlining the tasks, timelines, and dependencies involved. Identify the key resources required for the cutover, including IT staff, business users, and external partners. Plan for the data migration, system testing, and user acceptance testing activities to ensure the readiness of new system. Consider the impact on your business operations and plan for the minimal disruption during the cutover period. So develop contingency plan to address any potential issues or rollback scenarios. Communicate the cutover plan to all the stakeholders and provide necessary training and support. So after the cutover, validate the system thoroughly to ensure its stability and performance. So by carefully planning and executing your cutover, you can minimize risks and ensure a smooth transition to SAP S/4HANA. Now moving ahead, let us explore the automation enablement of SAP project migration. SAP S/4HANA provides a powerful foundation for automation and digital transformation. To fully leverage its capabilities, it's important to enable automation across your business processes. Start by integrating SAP S/4HANA with your existing systems and applications, creating a seamless flow of data and processes. Implement full-stack integration, connecting SAP S/4HANA with your front-end applications, back-end systems, and external partners. Enable bidirectional data flow, which allows for the real-time exchange of information between S/4HANA and the other systems. Leverage APIs and web services to facilitate real-time data transfer and process automation. Utilize S/4HANA's embedded analytics and machine learning capabilities to gain insight and drive intelligent automation. So by enabling automation with SAP S/4HANA, you can streamline your operations, reduce manual effort, and improve overall efficiency. So automation also enables faster decision making, greater agility, and enhanced customer experience. With a fully integrated and automated landscape, you can unlock the true potential of SAP S/4HANA and drive digital transformation across your organization. So that's all we got in this particular video. I hope now you guys have clear understanding of SAP Migration Project from ECC to S/4HANA. So we have covered why one should move from ECC to S/4HANA. One of the biggest reasons that came is that SAP announced that they are not going to provide service for ECC by 2027. So this was the biggest reason that one should keep in mind. So we went through the benefits of migrating from ECC to S/4HANA. We also talked about the steps involved during the migration and much more. And one more important thing, guys, don't forget to follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any update from us.
Thank you for watching our video. Are you looking to elevate your career in SAP or start learning from the ground up? Look no further than our comprehensive SAP courses on the Teachable platform. We have partnered with industry experts to bring you self-paced courses covering the entire spectrum of SAP solutions, ERP, HANA, SuccessFactors, and more. Learn at your convenience from anywhere in the world. SAP professionals design our courses with years of real-world experience. They will guide you through comprehensive curriculums, blending theory with practical applications and real-world examples. Engage with interactive video lessons, quizzes, exercises, and hands-on projects. Apply what you learn immediately and solidify your understanding. Once enrolled, you will have lifetime access to the course materials, allowing you to revisit them whenever needed. And upon completion, you will receive a certificate to showcase your newfound SAP expertise. With affordable pricing and flexible payment options, investing in your SAP education has always been challenging. Take advantage of this opportunity to take your skills to new heights. Head over to our Teachable page, explore our course offerings, and enroll today to kickstart your journey toward becoming an SAP expert.